I'm here with Zach from FormStack, and our team has been loving your FormStack Documents product, Zach. What are the top things you'd want one of our customers to know, or many of our customers to know?
Yeah, a number of things I can think of. I'm now over 6 years at FormStack. Early on, I would ask partners, how do you compare FormStack to other products you've used? And continuously, I'd hear things like, hey, we can set this up in about a third of the time as other products we've used. And it ties to a number of things. It's, adaptable templates. You can start with an existing Word doc or PDF or Excel or PowerPoint. By the way, that ties to other stuff we're working on where it's easier than you might think to migrate from other what I call legacy document generation products. There are over 50 different built-in delivery options. So once a document is generated, saving that document right back to Salesforce, of course, sending that document for digital signature, using FormStack Sign, saving the signed document back. Maybe you need to save those to various file storage locations outside of Salesforce. For we have customers that continue to use us. Guess what? Maybe I want to generate a document that needs to be sent as a letter. Maybe, and Greg, believe me, this is a surprising one, but still people generating documents and sending them for fax. That tends to be our healthcare customers. It does still happen. The point being, many flexible delivery options. Simple pricing. I'd say not to be overrated. Many DocGen products out there have like confusing pricing. They charge per user generating the document and other criteria, and they upcharge for automation features. And suddenly, you're getting kind of hit in all different directions. Our philosophy on pricing for FormStack documents has been keep it simple. Number of merges, which is really ties to how much value are you, the customer, getting from the product. By generating the documents, you're saving time. Hopefully, if it's something like a sales proposal, you're driving more revenue through that. So it's easy to kind of build the business case in terms of how to kind of fund and invest in an initiative and scale it. Don't have to worry about things like how many users are generating documents. That can be really hard to figure out. So you can remove that right off the table. There's a lot of providers out there right now significantly adding to the cost of their docs products. So FormStack has been moving a lot of those customers from Conga, Nintex, and others over to FormStack documents. I love the flexibility of the product. If you're doing a use case like, hey, I want to generate a document from a button click in Salesforce, can set that up very quickly, all the way through to looping through child objects, generating proposals, quotes, things with many different line items, child objects, conditional logic in the document. Maybe I've got different content that should appear, based on the individual's location or state, based on rules, regulations, subtemplates, if I have like a very complex architecture of documents. So FormStack documents handles everything from the simple to the complex. And the last thing I'd mention, Greg, I know it's been a mouthful, but it pairs beautifully with our Forms product. So, working, with your team, always looking for, well, what's the front end of that process look like? Are there ways to make that more efficient? How information is collected, feeding data into the document, automation processes as well to create great customer experiences and ultimately, help your customers, Greg, save time, save money, become more effective, and accelerate the pace of their business.
I've been in the ecosystem for 20 years now as a customer and then also as a partner. I've messed with many different DocGen tools. I mean, some that it goes back to creating Visualforce pages and making that your DocGen. Whew, that's not the thing with FormStack here. FormStack has a really great doc builder, low code, no clicks. I'm sorry, no clicks, no code. And it's a really easy to use system that has automation already built into it. A lot of other systems, either you have to create your own automation or buy additional automation, which can be very pricey. So you got a lot of organizations that want to have automation, have documents generated very quickly. And then also when you pair it up, like you said, with FormStack Forms, we're able to append additional data. So maybe we only have 50% of the data, but we're able to put that out in a document in a pre-fill type of document, and then also allow the customer to write back or update any information. And we've been having great experience with FormStack, not only for the ramping up time, but also the maintenance. I mean, it doesn't really take much to maintain or to go in and make a modification. We're not talking about SQL queries or anything that can be very arduous and painful process. FormStack Documents is a really awesome tool. And when you pair it up with Sign, now we have our statement of works that are being ran off of FormStack.
The full suite is often for customers a consolidation, meaning like if you look at it, maybe you've got a survey tool, you've got a forms, you've got document signature. So the full suite can often save customers, time and money, and kind of remove a lot of kind of unnecessary licensing spend as well.
Agreed. That's awesome.